What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm not in my room. I'm actually out in my living room right now. Just chilling out here. I figured I would do one out here. I haven't done a video in my living room for a while. But today we're gonna be talking. Go on, my stupid cat. Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about two players that I think are going to surprise other teams. That is, if they make the team to begin with. Now, I chose a person on the defensive side. I chose a person on the offensive side. And I also tried to steer clear of guys that were above the 4th round, which would be Michael Gallup, Connor Williams, Leighton Vander Esch. One of these guys that I'm going to talk about is in the 4th round, and one of these guys is in the later rounds. I'm not going to say who it is yet. But yeah, let's get right into this, guys. So we're going to start on the defensive side, and we're going to start with Dorance Armstrong, all right? So really quickly, I'm just going to go over his combine numbers. And by the way, let me just say this. I do not like the combine. I don't think it's useful. I guess it is useful to see how fast the guys are. But to be quite honest with you, when is a offensive lineman going to run 40 yards? Like, it's very far and few between that an offensive lineman runs 40 yards. And why do they need to know, like, offensive lineman's vertical jump? Or I can see why they need, like, a defensive lineman's vertical jump, because, like, they're jumping for the ball, you know, they want to swat it down. And, but, you know, some of the stuff they do in there is just plain ridiculous. But anyway, here we go. So Dorance Armstrong, he is an edge rusher or defensive lineman. I have a feeling also, let me just go over his combine numbers real quick. His 40 time was a 4.87. His broad jump was a 9 feet 10 inches. His 3-cone drill was a 7.12. He had a vertical jump of 30 inches. And his career types of things, in 2017, he had 63 tackles and 7 quarterback hits. He had three forced fumbles in 2 seasons, which is pretty good. And he had 15 sacks in his total career. Now, we have, in my opinion, we have one of the best defensive lines in the National Football League this year. And I think this guy can be a weapon. I feel like he's going to come in on certain situations and help out the defensive line. I don't think he'll be a starter this year, though. Let me just say that. I don't think he'll be a starter, but I do think that he'll get a good amount of playing time as far as coming in, like I said, coming in and helping out in certain situations and stuff like that. And another thing that somebody brought to my attention is that he may also be able to play linebacker. Now, I watched his highlights again. I did a video on his highlights earlier, and I watched his highlights again. And, I mean, he's right. He's not exceptionally fast as far as linebackers go. He's not exceptionally fast. Leighton Vander Esch had a better 40 time than he did. But this guy, as far as defensive lineman goes, I feel like he's pretty quick. One good thing about him is that he has long arms. He has super long arms, okay? And he has a really good motor and a no-quit spirit. And so that's always a good thing to have as far as defensive linemen goes and linebackers, and we'll just general football players all around. But as far as those two positions go, you know, you need those because you need to get off the blocks, and no matter how far or how close the play is to you, you need to have that motor and that spirit to just push through, keep fighting, keep punching them. No matter what the score is, just keep pounding them, keep pounding them, keep pounding them. And so I think this guy is going to surprise a good amount of players and coaches and other teams and stuff. The next person who I think will surprise a lot of Cowboys fans and a lot of other teams, if he makes the team to begin with, is Scarbrough. All right, he's a running back. He's from Alabama. Alabama, by the way, has fantastic players. A lot of their players that come up from Alabama and make it to the pros do end up being really good players. I don't know any off the top of my head, so don't ask. Okay, I only know about the Cowboys. I don't know a lot about other teams. But let's just go over his combine numbers real quick. He ran a 4.52 40. He had a broad jump of 10 feet 9 inches. He had a 20-yard shuttle of 4.25. He had a vertical jump of 40 inches. Okay. His career, in 2017, he had 124 rushes for 596 yards and 8 touchdowns. He had 17 receptions in 2017. And his whole career, he had 269 rushes for 1,512 yards and 20 touchdowns. Okay? Now let's talk about this guy for a second. This guy, I feel like we're going to be using him in third and short situations and even at the goal line. Okay? This dude has a lot of power behind him. He has powerful legs. And he runs like Zeke runs, where he runs behind his pads, okay? And when people saw Zeke for the first time, he has the good hair. He had a shirt tucked up. And people thought, oh, he's just another pretty running back. No. As we know now, Zeke's one of those guys where he's going to run behind his pads and he's going to run through you, okay? And I feel like this guy runs the same way. The Cowboys in recent years, ever since the 90s, really, we've been known to have a powerhouse running team or powerhouse running game, okay? We've been known to have powerful running backs. We've been known to have an excellent offensive line. And in my opinion, we still have the number 1 offensive line in the National Football League now that we have Connor Williams. And, we're going to be moving some guys around and stuff up in there. So, yeah, I feel like this guy is going to learn from Zeke, and what I hope happens, what I feel like is going to happen, is that they're going to swap out, and they're going to, Zeke's going to play 2 downs, and he's going to play 2 downs. Zeke's going to play 2 downs, he's going to play 2 downs. Or what they're going to do is, like I said, just use him on third and short, have Zeke step out, rest his legs a little bit, and use him on the goal line too, where once again Zeke can step out, rest his legs, and then come back in the next time and just run it down their throat every time. So, and yeah, so let me know what you guys think about these guys. These are 2 guys who I think are going to surprise teams. Yep, hope y'all have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Go Cowboys. Peace.